we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. What is going on? Evan here from Evan Sports Corner, back with another live stream here on the channel. Today we got a big time AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The number one scoring offense in the NFL in the Colts, the number one defense in the NFL in the Texans, who are red hot right now, as the Colts will start this game with the football. Daniel Jones. There's been a lot of talk this week about Daniel Jones. His fibula is apparently broken, but he's playing on it. He says he feels fine. He says he feels ready to go. And we'll see if Jones can keep his great season going after a tough loss to Kansas City a week ago. Jones had a couple touchdowns, and now today they'll look to get back on track and try to take down a red-hot Texans team who's got the best defense in the NFL. Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter teeing off on people every single week. Starting from the 35, it's Daniel Jones. Jonathan Taylor in the backfield, and they'll fake it to Taylor. Play action. Anderson brings some pressure, and there's a check down to Taylor, who's wrapped up by Azeez Al-Shaair out there in the flat. And they'll bring up a second down and long. So there's Jones' first pass of the day. Second down and 8 after the 2-yard completion. And a man motioning out. Jones faking, and he'll just have to throw that one into the ground as the Colts play there got shut down. Shane Steichen was not able to get a good play there. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 8. So strong start for Houston's defense. We'll see what they go with on 3rd down and 8. As you can see, it's a big 3rd down here. They were 5 for 13 on 3rd down last week. Tyler Warren was dealing with an illness throughout the week. He is good to go today. We'll see if Jones goes to him on the 3rd down to his rookie tight end out of Penn State. 3rd and 8. Texans send heavy pressure. Jones outside. Pass is incomplete. I think he wanted Josh Downs there, and that one's incomplete. Great coverage by Bullock, and that'll be a punt for the Colts on their opening drive. Texans defense wins the opening drive battle here. Cover 0 blitz there, and Downs was not able to haul this one in. It's going to be a 4th down and 8. They'll be forced to punt the football. So here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt it away. And Sanchez takes his time, sends this one all the way back to around the 20. Texans are going to return this kick. And down the sideline, it was returned by Jalen Knoll. Knoll doesn't get too many yards. Is Bucky Irving playing today? I believe Bucky Irving is. Oh, where's Bucky Irving? Bucky's in, right? Surely right. Better be in. Here comes C.J. Stroud. It's been a while since C.J. Stroud has played football. It's been 3 weeks since his concussion. And Stroud is out there today. Let's go, Bijan. Good start. So here we go. C.J. Stroud under center to start this game from the 32. Stroud back from the concussion. Woody Marks in the backfield. Man in motion. Stroud going to go straight back to Marks. And the Colts stuff him at the line of scrimmage. Woody Marks had nowhere to go. Indianapolis was there. Look at Sauce Gardner, number 1 on the field. So Stroud, 64.6 completion percentage against man coverage this year, 2nd highest in the NFL. And the Colts run man coverage 42% of the time since week 10, the highest in the NFL. Obviously, you got Sauce Gardner. You want to trust your corners a lot more to win those matchups. Today it'll be Sauce Gardner versus Nico Collins in man coverage, I got to assume, although he's not lined up against them right now. 2nd and 9. Stroud, clean pocket, firing over the middle. Pass is caught, and it'll be a 1st down for the Texans. And it's the rookie from Iowa State, Jalen Knoll. Or is that, no, that is That's Higgins. They have a couple Iowa State players in this team. What's his name? Is it Jay Higgins? Jaden Higgins, okay. Sauce Gardner is down after the play. So we'll have a stoppage here. This is a huge injury for the Colts. Obviously, they traded multiple first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. He's one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. And they definitely don't want to see that. Him down on the field here. That's definitely not what you want to see if you're a Colts fan at all. So hopefully Sauce is all right. Rams up 7-0 already. Devontae Adams again. Unbelievable. Devontae is insane. Devontae is actually insane, bro. Dolphins up 6-0 as well. Who scored? Jalen Waddle? Devon A-Chain. Wow. Good stuff, A-Chain. A-Chain's a baller. No, where's Bucky Irving, though? Hey, Book. First drive for Tampa Bay, no Bucky Irving, from what I'm seeing here. Rashad White got 2 carries and has -2 yards. Get Bucky in the game, bro. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Get Bucky in the game. Puka. Yeah, and Bucky not having a single... I want to see Bucky Irving get a lot of touches today. Gotta get him back. Fantasy football star. Bucky Irving. Anyways, we'll see what happens here. But the NFL playoff race is getting interesting down the stretch. The slate of games today aren't great. Obviously, a lot of the big matchups were earlier in the week. I mean, obviously, Cowboys, Chiefs, huge matchup in terms of playoff implications. You had, what else did you have? Oh, of course, Eagles, Bears, 2 of the top NFC teams. Never thought I'd say that with the Bears. Packers, Lions. I mean, a lot of the big matchups already happened. But, as you can see, there's a couple matchups today like this one. Colts, Texans is a big matchup today. Panthers, Rams actually does have some implications, although I doubt. I'm going to strongly assume the Rams just blow the Panthers out of the water. Rams look like the top team in the NFC right now. Stuff like that. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stroud rolling out right. Gonna take a shot deep down the field. And it is incomplete. Nico Collins, I guess, was the intended target there. So I want to see what happened with Sauce Gardner. He was matched up against Cade Stover, the tight end from Ohio State. And I don't know what really happens here. Sauce just kind of starts limping around in the middle of this play. And now looks like he's being taken to the locker room. So hopefully Sauce Gardner didn't just like do something really bad to his hamstring. I mean, that's my first thought. 2nd and 10 from the 44. Marks the backfield. 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a handoff up the middle. That's actually Nick Chubb getting the carry. He goes barely anywhere there. Colts defense on that 3rd down. And now Sauce is being carried to the locker room. This is not good. I mean, you traded multiple first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. He's currently he can't put any weight on whatever leg it is. It's hurt. It looks like his right leg. This is not good. If you are a Colts fan, that is definitely just not what you want to see. Obviously, Sauce Gardner's a guy who's going to be around a while in Indianapolis, but you really want him for this season, this playoff run. 3rd and 9 for Stroud and the Texans. 2 for 12 last week. Stroud on 3rd down. Pass caught. Nico Collins. 1st down across the Indianapolis 35-yard line. That's a big-time completion. And there's Collins just winning winning that route on the slant, and he's just fighting forward for the first down. That is a big time Nico Collins first down reception right there. Star players making star plays. Travarius Ward got beat. And Collins leading the team with 697 yards on the season. Dude's targeted a whole lot. 85. Wow, that's a lot. 1st and 10 now. Stroud. Gonna hand it off. This one's Chubb again, and he goes nowhere. Cameron Bynum in the backfield, and the Texans struggling to establish this run game so far today. So Sauce Gardner's injury has officially been reported as a calf injury. So that is the story right now. Calf injury for Sauce. 2nd down and 11. Stroud. Pressure over the middle. Pass is bobbled but caught. And down the field. Big play. It's going to set up around the 11-yard line. Xavier Hutchinson with a big-time reception. The Iowa State boys are cooking today, as here's Stroud. Not really too much pressure. Hutchinson kind of struggled to reel that one in for a second, but he's able to keep it in his hands, stay up. And Latu wasn't able to get through there. And yeah, Hutchinson kind of bobbles that on the transfer, but he's able to keep the drive going. Chains are moving. 1st and 10 from the 11 now. Texans on an amazing drive. Stroud 3 for 4 in his return. Stroud, handoff. Chubb bounces around, gets a couple before being taken down by Franklin. The Texans have seen a lot of improvement in the red zone the past 3 games. 7 red zone touchdowns after only 8 red zone touchdowns in the beginning of the season. So the Texans have been a much better red zone team. So here we go. 2nd down and 8. Stroud has some time. Now he's got to roll out. Pressure coming. Stroud gets rid of it. Incomplete. 3rd down and 8 coming up. That is one thing that is true. Yeah, playing against that Houston defense in practice is definitely one thing that'll make you a better quarterback. No doubt about that. 3rd and 8 for Stroud and the Texans offense from the 10. Stroud has time. No one open. Now here comes pressure. Stroud able to escape. He's got nobody. Flips it to the end zone, and it is incomplete. A flag is down, though. When you don't get any pressure on the quarterback and he's able to run around, that's usually what ends up happening. Someone gets handsy in the secondary. And an illegal contact penalty will give Houston a 1st down. Jalen Jones. This was a very long developing play. Nothing got open. There's the illegal contact on the tight end, Dalton Schultz, though. You can see that pretty clearly. And Stroud points he wanted the flag. He got the flag. Now Houston is set up 1st and goal from the 5. Chubb in the game. Or is that Marks? It was Marks. 1st and goal. Stroud steps up, fires out of the end zone, incomplete. Xavier Hutchinson was the intended target, I guess. But honestly, I think Stroud may have just wanted to put that one out of the end zone. Nothing was getting open. Good coverage from Indianapolis on the back 7. But, yeah, was Marks there. 2nd down and goal. So D'Amico Ryans and the Texans, well, it's more the offensive coordinator for them, opting to go with the pass there on 1st and goal. Haven't ran the ball well early on in this game. 2nd down and goal coming up. Second and goal. Wildcat. Chubb up the middle, getting a couple yards, trying to turn forward. He's going to get a couple yards, make it a third and goal from about the 1 or 2. Flag is down, though. And it's going to be a false start on Houston. Blake Fisher was the one who got called for this penalty. McCaffrey scores. Unbelievable. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 10 now. And we got whistles again. Timeout called here. Timeout by Houston. There was just, again, more. This has just not been good goal line execution at all from Houston here. Can see why they've struggled in the red zone a little bit. The communication's off. Guys are just not in the right spots, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know. A lot's happening right now, and it's really weird. Carolina ties it with LA. Okay. Who scored this? Rico Dowdle? Chuba Hubbard. Wow. Wonder how many people started him in fantasy today. Marvin Harrison is just going to have one of those days, isn't he? Dude's really been targeted 1,000 times on the opening drive. Second and goal from the 10. And Stroud, play action. Going to check it down on the bootleg to Cade Stover, who fights his way to about the 3 or 4 yard line. So now sets up a third and goal, a lot more manageable. Hmm. 12th play of the drive. Here we go. They have it at about the 4. Third and goal. Stroud looking, throwing, middle pass is batted down. I think that was Grover Stewart who batted the ball down. 4th and goal. It's a great play right there. So here's the field goal. And Fairbairn knocks it down. So there you go. Texans take the early lead in this one. Texans take the early lead. All right. 3-0. So a little bit of goal line confusion. Definitely wasn't the best executed goal line possession there from Houston. And there you go. Man, did Arizona score yet? I feel like that's an L for Houston to only get 3, but again, you got to trust that your defense can make most of the stops today, and get the job done. I think Arizona turned it over. How'd that happen? If you are listening, by the way, be sure to click the subscribe button. There's an interception. Jacoby Brissett throws the pick, and Tampa Bay will take over with the football. So there you go. Big game right there for Tampa Bay. The division is getting interesting. They got to hope that the Rams can knock the Panthers down a peg, who are 6-6 on the season. Again, Matt Stafford's been playing some elite football this year. Falcons are going here. Kirk Cousins, the starting quarterback of the Falcons now, with Michael Penix out for the season with that knee injury. That pick is going to go down as one of the more questionable picks, man, if things don't change, because things haven't gone well for Penix early on in his career. He looked really good at the back half of last season when he came in, but then teams gotten film on him, and he hasn't really been that good this year. When I've watched him play, at least, he really just hasn't looked that good. Cleveland Browns. Quinshon Judkins. All right, yeah, the Shedeur Sanders-led Cleveland Browns trying to take down the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey scores an opening touchdown out there. Quinshon Judkins has a couple receptions early on in that game. He's making some plays. Quinshon Judkins has been really good this year. There's been a lot of good rookies this season. There really have been a lot of good rookies. There's Bucky Irving. He finally got in the game. He lost a yard. That sucks. Yikes. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Bucky, lock in. All right, here we go. Here is the kickoff. The Colts are going to return it here to around the 30. Close enough, I guess. And this is what this is what I talked about earlier. It's strength on strength when it comes to this matchup. The Colts have the number one offense in the NFL, averaging over 30 a game. And then you got the Texans defense, who is only allowing 16.5 points a game. So something's got to give today between these two teams. And is it going to be the offense of Indianapolis or the defense of Houston? Right now, the defense of Houston won that first matchup. 1st and 10. Taylor handoff, gets a hole, and he gets a decent gain there. About 6 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up. There we go, Bucky. There we go, Bucky. Let's go. I need to see Bucky get the ball more. Texans. I need Bucky to make plays. 2nd and 5 after the run from Taylor. Tight end in motion here. And the ball is on the ground. Jones is going to lunge forward. He recovered it. That was nearly a very dangerous play. Oh my goodness. That could have been really, really, really dangerous. That was almost really bad. Bucky Irving is coming back. Let's go. Third and 4 now. Colts have to be able to convert on these today against this good Texans defense. 3rd and 4 from the 32. Snap is off. Jones has time. Now he's got to evade the rush, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked by the Texans. The pocket collapsed on Daniel Jones here. Sheldon Rankins cleans up the house here as he gets it and he takes Jones down. Again, Jones' mobility got to be a little limited with that fibula injury, but at the end of the day, pocket collapsed on him. Easy sack for Rankins. Texans defense wins the 2nd possession as well. Sanchez at the punt. Knoll back to return. From the 20, he makes a cut. Knoll to the 25, making another cut. He's across the 30. And the Texans will get the football for their 2nd possession of the game. But the defense is doing its job early. They've got this high-powered Colts offense with 0 points at the moment. What a start. What a start for this Texans defense. They're looking great. They're not allowing Taylor to beat him on the ground. They're doing well, getting pressure on the quarterback. A lot of positives right now. A lot of positives. Oh, Mecca Booga. Bucky. Keep talking about Bucky. Jaguars take a 7-3 lead over Houston on a Jacoby Myers touchdown. That was one of the more underrated trade deadline additions, was that move right there. My gosh, this dude. This team's looking nasty. Jacoby Brissett struggling a little bit. Mecca Egbuka. Yeah, so strong start for this Texans defense. They're out there. They're making plays, getting sacks. The Colts offense, again, they run it through Jonathan Taylor. They're not really getting him established right now. They're not. They're not getting the run game going. And look, we can talk about Daniel Jones' revival and how he's been a better quarterback this season. I 100% understand that. But at the end of the day, Daniel Jones is who Daniel Jones is. If you give him a good run game, good protection, and guys are getting open, you're scheming them open like Shane Steichen does, you're going to have success. But in games like this against a good defense, I don't know if I trust him as much to go out there and make a big play, especially if he's hobbled right now. Pure passing, maybe I haven't watched enough Colts football this year, but I don't know. I just don't know. Texans defense is elite, though. We're seeing that right now. 1st and 10 from the 32. Stroud. Under center. And he's going to fake the handoff to Chubb. Or Marks. Stroud down the field. A flag is down. But if it stands, he's got a completion to Christian Kirk, the longtime veteran receiver. Probably going to be on Houston here, if we're being honest. And it will be. An illegal formation call on Houston. That's got to always make a coach just extremely upset, as an illegal formation type of penalty, dude. Dang, and they got bagged too. At least Bucky looks better in his return. I need Bucky carrying the ball out. He's 3 carries, 11 yards. Already doing better than Rachaad White. Wow. How did they mess this up? Oh, Stafford threw a pick finally. Wow, that's insane. Here's the pass underneath, 1st and 15. He hits Dalton Schultz. He'll get a few yards there, get the penalty yardage back, make it a 2nd and 10. I want to see a Myles Garrett sack today, boys. Dang, they went down on downs. The Browns went down on downs. I never really counted on them to beat the 49ers, but, there you go. Judkins already has 8 carries and 10 touches. That's unreal. That is unreal. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Stroud under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Worley with the sack. And the Colts defense is making plays early on. 3rd down and long coming up. That's a big-time play. Just a one-on-one win against the right guard. Worley just dominates that rep. And all of a sudden, the Houston Texans are backed up. And this is not a situation your offense wants to be in. C.J. Stroud knows. This is why the Texans have struggled at times. Is because their offensive line still isn't the best. 3rd and 18. They're all the way back at their own 24. Stroud. Can he make something happen? 3-man rush. Has some time. Going to fire a check down. Can he get to the line to gain? Schultz is going to be a few yards short. And the Colts defense should be able to get off the field here with a stop. Hey, that's good. You know, you give up the check down. Kenny Moore was out there to make the play. You got to punt the ball here. So here we go. Tommy Townsend on to punt the football here. And the Colts aren't going to send too much pressure at him. They'll punt this one away deep to about the 20. It's going to be a returnable punt. And they're not really going to go anywhere with that one. So Colts get the football back. Can their offense finally make something happen? Daniel Jones, 2 drives, nothing going. 3rd drive, maybe something. This is a really important drive here for Indianapolis. Look, your defense has done a great job so far. You just got stopped. You got to make something happen here. It's that simple. You got to make something happen. First and 10. So the last 6 drives for the Colts, going back to that Chiefs game, have been 3 and outs. So we'll see if they can make something happen here. You're listening, be sure to click the sub button. Here's a handoff to Taylor up the middle. Again, it's been 6 drives since Indy has gotten a first down. I got to emphasize that. That is really bad. The number 1 offense in the league, and yet they haven't. It's been a while. They're on a cold streak right now. But we'll see if they can figure something out here. We shall see. So that is Nick Chubb, who's going to the locker room. And you just hate to see that, man. Nick Chubb's been through a lot. He's dealt with so many injuries. I hate. Oh, wait, that's Woody Marks. Am I an idiot this whole time? Have I been an idiot this whole time? Maybe I'm an idiot. That's Woody, not Nick. Jones fakes the pass up the middle. Taylor first down across the 35 to about the 38. There's Jonathan Taylor. And there's the first down. Again, when Jonathan Taylor gets going, things get dangerous. I've been so wrong this entire time. Wow, I'm an idiot. I'm glad. Oh, dang. Woody Marks has been good this year. All right. First and 10. Taylor with his 3rd carry of the day for 20. And now they'll go back to Taylor, and he's starting to get going. That time, though, he only gets 3 before being taken down by Al-Shaair and Kamari Lassiter. 2nd down coming up. And so, if you're listening, click the subscribe button. Taylor and the Colts offense starting to get their legs under him a little bit here. It's a 2nd down and 7 after a 3-yard run. Panthers 14-7. Matthew Stafford pick 6. That's significant. 2nd and 7 from the 40. Texans could be showing blitz here. And they are blitzing. It's a pass from Jones that's going to be incomplete, intended for Michael Pittman Jr. Short of the sticks. Jalen Petrie in coverage. And it's 3rd and 7 now. But that's big, bro. Pick 6 for Carolina. Wow, that's huge. Jackson with the pick 6. So there's the play on Woody Marks right there. The tackle from Bynum, and he's been in some discomfort. So we'll see if Marks is able to get back in the game. 3rd and 7 for the Colts. Can their offense finally make a conversion? Jones. Pressure, and he throws it into the ground. The ball is down. Houston thinks they have a fumble. I think it's an incomplete pass. Will Anderson Jr. wreaking havoc early on in this game. He's in there at linebacker. He comes through the middle, just bull rushes the heck out of the center. Jones has to just get rid of it. That is a ridiculous rep by Will Anderson Jr., who just completely dominated that play right there. And yeah, Shane Steichen bleeds incomplete pass, but what an interesting way to use Will Anderson there, D'Amico Ryans. That was a cool play. I like that. And for the 3rd time today, on their 3rd drive of the day, the Colts offense forced a punt. They've got the Texans. The Texans defense has this Colts offense in all sorts of trouble. Another punt for Rigoberto Sanchez. Jalen Knoll up to fair catch this one at the 17 or so. And Will Anderson, man, this dude is amazing. Knew he was a dog at Alabama. He has translated to the league amazingly, and he is the heart and soul of that Texans defense, and he's amazing. This Texans defense, I mean, top to bottom, you got Petrie and Lassiter in that secondary. You got Anderson and Hunter. Shair is a big-time hitter in the middle. I mean, this defense is good. This is the greatest defense in Texans history by far. They're allowing the least amount of yards in franchise history at 264 per game. They're only allowing 16.5 points a game. This defense is elite. As here's the handoff to Chubb. Now I know him. I swear it was Marks who was. I'm dumb. Flag is down on the run, though. Is this going to be once again on Houston as Jacksonville has scored again? And it's going to be a holding call on that offense. Latu. 1st and 18. Bucky's starting to get in this game now. Let's see it. All right. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. This could be the final play of the quarter. 1st and 18 now. They're backed up. And Stroud will play action. Roll out right. Stroud going to take off and get about a few yards. He was way in front of the line to gain. That's got to be a flag, right? Or am I dumb? Yeah. I was about to say, he was way in front of the line to gain there. That's another 5 yards and a loss of down, I believe. What's he thinking here? Yeah, the commentators on the thing, I can faintly hear him. I didn't hear him say anything. I'm like, he's way in front of that line. I mean, I thought he was going to just take his 2 or 3 yards. He's fully in front of the line. That was a really stupid penalty. What is he doing, man? He's got to be smarter than that. Anyways, 2nd down and 23. 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Texans offense keeps shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and pass protection breakdowns. Second and 23. They're backed up at their own 4-yard line. Do they run the football to try and get out of their own end zone? Pretty much they will up the middle. Chubb's not going to go anywhere. Another flag flies in. Another hold? Wow, this is getting crazy. And it'll be a third down. They declined the holding penalty on Xavier Hutchinson. Penalty will be declined, and Houston will start with the football on a long third down here in the second quarter. So we'll see what happens. So it's been a story of defenses early on in this game. Just dominance from Houston's defense. They have not allowed Indianapolis to even cross midfield in that first quarter on 3 drives. They had chances. The downfield passing attack for Indianapolis just isn't there today. Taylor getting a little bit going on the ground, but honestly, outside of that one good run, he hasn't had a whole lot to go either. I mean, it has not been a good day for this Indianapolis offense whatsoever. They do have 3 more quarters to make adjustments, but it ain't looking too good for them. Tampa Bay looking like they're about to score. Hopefully it is Bucky Irving who gets in the end zone. That'd be great. Third and goal from the 7. Oh, crap. Well, that probably won't be Bucky then. Did he have a good run, though? Oh, Chris Godwin. I feel like Chris Godwin's having a great day today. Egbuka's not really doing much. Godwin is, though. Chris probably got like 50, 60 yards. Yeah, 56 yards. Having a good day. Shout out to him. The Rams are probably going to win that game. Stafford's off to a bad start, but the picks are just early on stuff. They'll be fine. See how we're doing here. Alright, so after this game, I'll have McConkey, Chargers defense, a quarterback, and he'll have Herbert, Samuel Bowers. He has one more player. They kicked through, they score. Ooh, that's not good. So Sauce Gardner's on the sideline in normal clothes. As here is a 3rd and 20 handoff to Nick Chubb, who's going to get a lot of yards back and set up an easier punt. That is unfortunate for Indianapolis' defense. Sauce Gardner done for the day. So the first quarter stats, not pretty if you're a Colts fan right now. -4 passing yards, 20 yards total. Texans defense dominated and won that first quarter 100%. Now they're going to get the ball. The Colts are going to get the ball back in most likely better field position, depending on the punt from Townsend. He's got to get a good strike on this one, and we'll see where this one goes. This one is going to be caught at the 30, returnable, and here is Gold, who got us some yardage, but this is a big. I said it again last drive. Every drive's important in a football game, but this one you got to establish something. If you're Shane Steichen and this Colts offense, Daniel Jones has got to get something going, man. I mean, -4 passing yards. Here we go. Indianapolis had 18 yards in their last drive. They got to get something going. First and 10. And a play action. Jones going to throw back the screen to Taylor. He's got blockers in front. This could be really dangerous. Jonathan Taylor into the second level, and he's forced out of bounds. The Colts offense desperately needed something. They go with a great throwback screen type of play to Jonathan Taylor, and that is how you get your offense going. Great play design here. You send guys downfield. It's just a bunch of blockers in front against, an odd, and they're outnumbered out there. And then you get Jonathan Taylor the ball in space. Come on, man. That's just an elite play call. Good work, Shane. Good freaking work, Shane. Now all of a sudden they're at the Texans 30. They go back to Taylor. He's trying to bounce around. He's trying to find a lane. Jonathan Taylor fighting. He's got about 8 yards. Another touchdown to Davante Adams, bro. This is unbelievable. Davante Adams is a touchdown machine. 2nd and 2. And another handoff. Taylor through the hole. First down, Indy. They're fighting their way to the end zone right now. 938 yards after contact, the most in the NFL. Dude's nearly a 1,000-yard rusher after contact. That's ridiculous. He will be at the end of the season, easily. Shoot, maybe even by the end of this game. That is insane. He only has 12 rushing. He has 12 rushing yards this drive, 33 receiving yards. I mean, the dude is ridiculous. 1st and 10 from the 19. Jones, another handoff. Taylor, driven back by Lassiter and Shire. Al-Shire, Aziz Al-Shire. That was pretty violent stuff right there by Al-Shire. There's no doubt about that. Here we go, 2nd and 10 now. Play action. Jones down the middle. Pass is caught. At about the 11-yard line, pass was hauled in. 3rd down coming up. 14th touchdown of the year for Davante Adams. That's ridiculous. Ogletree is the one who caught that pass. Okay. Rams are first in a loaded NFC West division, but the Rams are better than them all at the moment. 3rd down and 3 for Indianapolis. Warren in motion. It's a handoff to Taylor up the middle. Did he get the first down? We'll see where they spot him. I think they're going to spot him short at the moment, though. Colts are one of the most aggressive 4th down teams in the league. Again, when you have an offensive mind like Shane Steichen, it makes sense why. It is a 4th down. We'll see what they do. Injury to a Texans player at the moment, so the game will stop temporarily. Jalen Reed? Okay, 4th and 1, though. While Reed is down with the injury, we'll quick score update from around the league here. Rams tie it up 14-14 in Carolina. Again, Davante Adams, 2 touchdowns on the day. The guy's looking like a star, per usual. Buccaneers up 3-0. Jets up 7-0 on Atlanta. They're about to punt. Saints trail the Dolphins 10-0. Wait, I thought the Saints just fumbled the ball. Did they overturn it or something? What's the deal here with this? If you are listening, by the way, be sure to click the subscribe button. How'd they get the ball back? Did the Dolphins screw this up quickly, or did they, like, overturn the fumble? Oh, Tua threw a pick in one play. Nice. Unbelievable. Dude spuns. Tua. 49ers lead the Browns 7-0 in the second quarter. That's cool. It's cool, man. Does Myles Garrett have a sack yet? Judkins is up to 11 touches. Isaiah Bond, Texas Longhorn legend, 18. Just kidding. He's a good player, though. I do not see a sack for Myles Garrett at the moment. 49ers are doing a good job against Myles right now. He is not. He has 13 sacks in his last 4 games, which is unbelievable, by the way. I mean, the fact that that's even, like, a real stat is ridiculous, but it's true. Myles Garrett's a dog. McCaffrey. Negative 1.9 points for Chamarike. Love it. Am I getting my butt kicked in this league? Yeah, alright, cool. I don't care about that one. I might lose because I didn't start DeAndre Swift. That's looking crazy. Huh. That is insane. Alright. So, be 4th and 1 in this game, though, here in a moment. Here we go. 4th and 1 from the 9. Can the Colts pick it up? They got to go. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And the Texans are going to get another stop. Oh, my goodness, man. So they tried to run this Tyler Warren Wildcat play. And the ball he just completely misses the snap. Taylor's got to corral it. That's really bad, man. That is a really, really, really bad miscue right there from Indianapolis. And another stop for the Texans defense that just keeps on dominating this game. Oh, man. If y'all listen, click the sub button, man. 1st and 10, tough break for Indianapolis once again. And now, Houston with the football. They're backed up here. Can CJ Stroud finally get him a touchdown? Stroud, play action. Stroud takes a hit here down the field. It's intercepted! Right back to him. It's Cam Bynum. And what celebration are we going to get from the best celebration guy in the league? Okay, I really don't know what's happening here, but Cam Bynum has the best celebrations in the NFL. This is so funny. I love this dude. So there you go, Indianapolis with a big turnover. Their offense gets stopped, and then C.J. Stroud, feeling the pressure from the defensive tackle, just overshoots Xavier Hutchinson by a mile, it seems, and then Cam Bynum is just right there, and C.J. Stroud's frustrated. Obviously, that's a bad one. And then, hey, Cam Bynum hitting it. Hey. That's a huge play, man. My goodness. Colts start with it at the Texans 42. Pittman in motion. Taylor in the backfield, and Jones will fake it to Taylor. He's got a lot of time launching downfield. He's got a man. It's Alec Pierce across the 25. Kid's a big play specialist. That's a big time play right there. Alec Pierce again. He does that pretty often, I guess. Here we go. 1st and 10. Another handoff. Taylor right up the middle, trying to break through. He gets across the 20 to the 19. Colts are in business, boys. Colts are in business. Second down and 6. Stroud. Here we go. Second down and 6. From the 19. Jones. Throwing left side. Pierce! Oh, did he haul it in? If he did, that's a touchdown! What a catch by Alec Pierce! And Indianapolis takes the lead. What a throw. Even better catch over Kamari Lassiter, who just mistimed the jump. And that's a great catch, man. Lassiter just kind of mistimed the jump a little bit, and then Pierce just gets the knee down. Second receiving touchdown this season for Pierce, the big play man. And the Colts, PAT, is shanked. Yikes, that's not good. But either way, Indianapolis 6-3 lead. They finally take advantage and off that turnover from Stroud. And they lead this divisional matchup 6-3. Alec Pierce, what a grab. Now the pressure's on CJ Stroud to bounce back after that turnover. What was that? Texans are going to return this kick. And he's through to the 35. A flag flies in again. Houston's been heavily penalized today. It has not been a great day for them in that sense. That's just unfortunate. As a defense, you do a great job. You work your butt off to get a goal line stop. And then your offense throws an immediate interception. I mean, that's just got to be so demoralizing for any defense out there. Illegal formation penalty called on Houston. Back them up 5. That's interesting. Okay. Those are some cool cleats, dude.
That's right.
First and 10. From the 33, C.J. Stroud. Gonna hand it off up the middle. It's Woody Marks who's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. The Colts are starting to get going. They have stopped the run well all day. That's Kwity Paye and Jermaine Pratt who are in the backfield on Marks, but unbelievable job by this Colts defensive line today. They are making things difficult on C.J. Stroud. Again, they don't have Sauce Gardner, and they haven't even been able to get burned over top because they've been playing good defense. They've stopped the run, and they've had this Texans offense in a tough spot for most of the day. Second and 10 from the 33. Stroud. Pressure coming. Has to get rid of it quickly, and he fires to Nico Collins, who makes his second catch of the day. He gets to the 49-yard line. Bynum made the tackle, but a great throw from Stroud on that one. Great throw from Stroud. That was beautiful, boys. That was beautiful. Beautiful ball. Second and goal. Come on, Bucky Irving. Come on, Bucky Irving. Come on, Bucky Irving. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. First and 10. Another quick pass from Stroud, and that is a great tackle as Schultz got lit up by Cross. Unbelievable. Bucky Irving scores, and they call offensive holding. Yeah, okay. No, Bucky, no. They're just hating on Bucky today, man. That's so sad. At least he looks good, though. Second and 9 with 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Stroud trying to get to 100 yards passing. He's only a couple yards away. And it's going to be a toss out to Woody Marks. He's got a head of steam, but he's only going to get a few yards there. Another flag? Are you serious? Garza's a freaking flag fest here. It's going to be defensive holding on that run play by the Colts, and that's going to be on Grover Stewart, the defensive tackle. Good to see Bucky Irving still hooping, though, I guess. But all right. Oh, they're at the goal line again. Rashad White caught that ball. Okay. Yeah, that's a good call by the ref. He grabs on, holds tight. It's just not good. Hand off to Marks up the middle. Woody Marks, first down. Some positive runs there from the Houston Texans. Woody Marks with a good run right here. And now all of a sudden Houston's offense is in business. Makes a great cut right there. Puts Franklin into the turf. Wasn't able to quite get past Cross there at that second level. But either way, a great run by Woody Marks. Again, the Texans O-line still isn't blocking well for him. But he's making plays. He is making plays. The USC running back. First and 10. They're in they're in Indy territory. Stroud going left side. Pass is incomplete. Let him out of bounds. Hutchinson was the intended target, and Stroud did not put that one on the money that time. I saw it. I saw the anticipation. I saw the vision. It just didn't work out there. Can Bucky get in the end zone? They're at the one again. Give it to Bucky. Give it to Bucky. Give it to Bucky. Tristan Wirfs. Did I just read that correctly? Baker Mayfield touchdown to Tristan Wirfs. Huh. Well, that's cool. That's one for the cool collection. Second down and 10. And Stroud, play action. Everything's covered, it seems, except it's not. Touchdown if he stayed in. Oh, they're going to call him out of bounds just shy of the end zone. Nico Collins. Where did he step out? He steps out right there at about the 5-yard line. So good call by the ref right there. But either way, what a play there. Stroud finding Collins. Brown's score, was it Judkins? It was Harold Fannin. That's cool. First and goal. Marks in the game. And he's going to get the pitch to him. Woody Marks outside. Woody Marks! Touchdown, Houston! Pin pole play. Beautiful stuff. And the Houston Texans have taken the lead right back. This is good divisional football. Woody Marks third. Wait, I'm dumb. That's Nick Chubb, not Woody Marks. Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb with the tutty there. Beautiful. My bad, Nick Chubb. You're dead. Fairbairn's PAT's good. And Houston takes a 10-6 lead. The 8-year vet still got it, man. That was bad. I really thought Woody Marks had that touchdown. I'm so dumb. It's cool, though. Yeah, I just didn't. Okay, so they brought Chubb in there for the goal line work, and that was a good play right there. And there you go. Browns went for 2. Huh? Oh, Bijan's cooking today. Bijan's having a great day. He seems to get in the end zone. Browns went for 2, and they got it. Quinshon Judkins rushes that one in. Good stuff. Yeah, they took away Bucky Irving's touchdown, which obviously makes me really sad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Judkins having a good day. 11 points. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Bijan's up to 10. Good stuff, boy. So Texans take a 10-6 lead on a Nick Chubb touchdown. Great drive from C.J. Stroud, bouncing back after the interception. What did the Rams do? The Rams score? Or is it 2-minute warning? Oh, 2-minute warning. Okay. Cool. There you go. It's been a defensive game, but now the offenses are starting to get things going, especially Houston. That was a really, really good drive. Stroud made some good throws. They got the run game established a little bit. That was a really important drive for Houston. And now Indianapolis. Pressure on them now. I mean, they haven't had a good drive today, really. They had a touchdown drive that was set up off of an interception and gave them a short field. So now, I mean, a lot of pressure on this offense to put together a real drive and go score. Now, they did start to get Alec Pierce involved, which is, I think, important, and Jonathan Taylor getting established. As kickoff goes to the 5. They'll return it here, and goal is not going to go anywhere. Texans special teams does a great job on that, and it's going to be a first down inside like 25. Houston's turnaround. So they were 0-3 to start the season with only a 15% chance at making the playoffs. They were really struggling. And then, all of a sudden, the last 8 games, they're 6-2. Playoff chances are increasing by the week. And with Kansas City really struggling this season, if you win today, the division starts to get even closer. Houston's red hot, man. Kind of like the Cowboys. Both Texas teams doing great. 1st and 10. And it's going to be a play action for Daniel Jones. He's looking down the field. Deep ball. Oh, what a catch. Alec Pierce went up and got that one. 18-yard completion from Jones to Pierce, who's starting to turn up here in this second quarter. That's a great grab. He goes up, high points the football, takes a hit there from Bullock in the secondary. This is a tough grab. And again, he takes that shot to the back, but he's able to make the catch. That's what matters. Blake Corum touchdown. All right, there you go. Jones, 5 for 5, 95 yards after starting the game off 1 for 5. And now Jones, another play action, dumped down to Warren. Tyler Warren slips down, gets only about 4 or 5 on that play. Warren's a stud, though. He's been a good player this season. One of the better tight ends in the league. As here's Baker Mayfield to Tristan Wirfs. That is just a ridiculous play call. Look at Tristan Wirfs, man. NFC South, 6-5 Buccaneers lead the way with the 6-6 Carolina Panthers in second, and then the Saints and Falcons are pretty down bad. 2nd down and 6. Warren lined up at receiver. Jones goes down the middle. Pass is caught. That's Pittman's first of the day. Michael Pittman Jr. starting to get things going here. So, yeah, I think Warren, they're saying he was probably dragged down by a face mask on that last play. 1st and 10, Indianapolis. They're finally starting to break through against this Texans defense. It's been one of their most impressive drives of the day. Jones over 100 yards passing after that completion. Here is Jones. Oh, a check down that's dropped by Taylor. Interesting. 2:56 to go in the second quarter. Texans lead 10-6. Uh-oh. Screen went black there, but Daniel Jones pass incomplete. There you go. I don't even know what to say about that. Third and 10 coming up, 2:51 to play. So I actually get to get a replay here and see what happened on this play. They send a blitz with Jalen Petrie. Then they send Azeez Al-Shaair late. He tried to get the ball out to Tyler Warren there, but the ball was batted down by Daniil Hunter. 3rd and 10. From the 42 of Houston. What will Jones do? They're showing late blitz. They're going to run the football to Taylor, and he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage by the Texans. So they send the blitz as Indianapolis tried to catch him off guard with a 3rd down run. And now, 4th down, 2.5 to play. And Indianapolis is keeping their offense on the field here with 2:20 to go in the second quarter. This is a really interesting decision. This is a 4th down and 10, but we know how aggressive Indianapolis is. They're confident. Taylor's being motioned around. And And there are only 2 seconds left on the play clock, and they're not going to snap it. They're going to take the delay of game, it looks like, and punt the football. So I guess I see I mean, that would have been crazy to go for that, in my opinion. I think that would have been a really strange decision to go for a 4th down and 10. You're in kind of no man's land there, though, where it's like, yeah, you're in no man's land at that moment. All right, 1st and goal from the 1, Atlanta. Hand off to Bijan. Let's go. Make a good play here. Hand off to Bijan. If I swear, if I see Algier get in the end zone, ooh, I'm gonna get mad. Please don't go to Algier. Please go to Bijan on the goal line. What'd they do? They go Bijan or Algier on 1st down and goal? 4th and 15. 2-minute warning is here. Okay, Bijan. Hey, but you keep running with Bijan, though, because that's the smart play. Colts are going to punt it. Yeah, okay. I get it. '49ers kick a field goal? Okay. Okay. Okay, there's Devin Neal getting some yards. There's Dev Neal. Gosh, Bijan, you gotta get in, man. Come on, let's go. Y'all gotta block for him, man. At least Marvin Harrison isn't going crazy right now. Yeah, there you go though. Bijan is doing solid today. He's gotta get in the end zone, man. Man. If you're listening, be sure to click the sub button. Helps out the channel a lot. And there's Tyler Algier stealing Bijan's touchdowns as always. I can't stand him. Oh my! I actually hate Tyler Algier so much. This dude, all he does is steal Bijan's touchdowns, bro. That's all he does. He has 3 carries for 3 yards with a touchdown. Bijan 13 for 90. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. His sole purpose in life is just to be annoying to fantasy football. I do not like him at all. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm probably still gonna win, right? I mean, he's kind of cooked. He's barely beat. He's got 1 point from Devin Neal, -1 from Chimera DK. So I ain't looking too good. All right, should be good. Anyways, am I winning or am I losing? That's fine. So, back to this game that we're calling here. They're about to punt the football. Colts are about to punt to Houston. They trailed 10-6, so their offense was moving down the field well. Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman made some grabs, and then they stalled out with a really bad couple plays. 3rd down and 10, they ran the ball, tried to catch him off guard with JT. They got stuffed, and now it's going to be Houston who gets the football back with a huge opportunity here to possibly double dip before half. This punt, though, it's going to go in the end zone for a touchback. Okay. This is a huge opportunity for Houston here. They got 2 timeouts. You get a field goal before half, make it 13-6. And then I believe they get the ball out of half, too. I think it was Indy who had it first, and they went 3 and out, so huge opportunity for Houston here. Big opportunity for them to go down and make something happen. Look at J.J. Watt in the booth. Love it. Oh, how did the Saints turn the ball over? They fumble again or something? Dolphins lead in the Tank Bowl out there. 13, or did I say Colts or Dolphins? Dolphins lead 3rd in the Tank Bowl. First and 10. Stroud underneath, completion to Schultz, and he's going to have a first down with that reception. Clock's going to keep running, and this is not college football. Oh, Tyler Shuck threw a pick. Okay. Clock is going to keep running, and this is not college football. Clock does not stop under 2 minutes. At halftime, I will be gone temporarily. I'm going to do some quick, I'll do a quick wrap around the league, and then I'll call it a half and take a break. If you're listening, though, click that sub button. Helps out the channel a lot. From the 31, Stroud and the offense have let the clock run down to about a minute 10. Snap is good, and Stroud will check it down underneath. That's Woody Marks. Good to see that he's still in the game. Again, he was injured earlier. He's got some juice still, though. He had a nice like 16-yard run not too long ago. 50 seconds left. Texans are letting the clock run again. I think they're just trying to get into Fairbairn's field goal range. He does have a good leg. 2nd and 7. Clock down to 45 seconds. Pressure coming. Stroud, quick fire. Oh, to the left side. Nico Collins drags a defender with him to the 45. And D'Amico Ryan's going to use that second timeout here as Collins with another reception. A pretty solid half for Nico Collins. Again, nothing insane, but he's been very, very solid. I think he's at like 4 receptions, probably for like 60 or so, maybe something like that. Shoot. I don't know. They did use that second timeout, though. Fairbairn getting ready. And again, like I said, Houston will get the ball in the second half. So you get up a touchdown, and you get ball at a half, you're in a good spot. You're in a really good spot. And with that defense playing the way it's playing, I mean, it's pretty dang good, man. You're in a prime position to win a football game. Oh my gosh. First and 10. Stroud launching it down the field. He's going for Collins, and he overthrew him. It was pretty much in double coverage there. Stroud trusted his guy. He was working against Kenny Moore here, the veteran corner. Goes up one-on-one. Kenny Moore gets a hand up. Good coverage. Boom. Beautiful. So yeah, Nico has 4 for 69. So I was right. I said he had like about 60, 70 yards, I guess. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. 31 seconds to play in the first half. Huge second down coming up. Stroud dropping back. And pressure comes. He's going to throw that one away. 3rd and 10 now. He did not take the sack, which is the key. No intentional grounding, I believe, because Schultz was somewhat in the area of this throw, as Stroud was not out of the pocket. But this, I mean, if he didn't throw that away, he honestly could have had Dalton Schultz there for a completion. Schultz was like wide open. He had Schultz wide open with so much green grass. Oh, I know Texans fans are screaming. I know he was under pressure, but man, if he just sees that. 3rd and 10 from the 45. 1 timeout. Field goal target is about the opposing 41. Delayed blitz. Stroud fires over the middle. It's caught. Clock's going to keep running. And I don't know if Higgins slipped there. What was the deal? But he ran horizontally and was stopped short. And now Houston is just going to let the clock run all the way down to like 2 seconds. And I guess they'll trot out Fairbairn for a long field goal. I mean, I got to assume that's the play there. Again, he definitely could have gotten some extra yards. I don't really know why he did what he did. But Houston will attempt a long kick with Fairbairn here. A 65-yard field goal is insane, bro. Okay, they're not even going to attempt it from 65, as Indianapolis now running everybody out onto the field. They're going to call a timeout here to make sure they're properly aligned and everyone's set up here for what looks like is about to be a C.J. Stroud Hail Mary attempt. 4th and 2. Stroud rolling out right. Gonna launch it on the run, and that one is knocked down, incomplete. And that will take us to halftime. Alec Pierce, I think, was in there on special teams. And there you go. So if you are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button again. I don't think an on-the-run throw from Stroud there is exactly what you want. But hey, Houston goes into half up 10-6. Can't be mad about that at all. If you're a Texans fan, and yeah, if you are listening, click the sub button. I'll be back for the second half in a second. First thing, though, a quick around the league halftime update. In Cleveland at the Dog Pound, 49ers lead 10-8 out there. Jaguars up 15-3 on Tennessee, and they actually are at the Tennessee 42. They're about to probably attempt a long field goal with their demon kicker, Cam Little. Probably, right? I mean, Cam Little's a dog. I have him in fantasy. I hope he makes this kick if they do attempt it. Saints trail the Dolphins 16-0 in a battle of tanking teams. Falcons and Jets, another battle of teams who will probably both be picking in the top 10 the NFL draft. Falcons and Jets 7-7 the score there. Rams up on Carolina 21-17 in one of the only games this morning slate with actual stakes. Rams up 21-17 on the back of a Blake Corum touchdown. You heard that right. And 2 touchdowns from Devontae Adams. Love to see it. And then the Buccaneers 10-3 lead over Arizona at halftime on a Tristan Wirfs touchdown. Again, you heard that right. Tristan Wirfs, the left tackle. All right, that's it for the halftime. I'll catch you guys later in a few, probably like 10 minutes. So stay tuned and click the sub button. Thank you. So here we go. Second half is underway here in Indianapolis. The Texans with a 10-6 lead over the Colts, and they start with the football. So they weren't able to double dip. They didn't get any points. I mean, they've struggled right now. Indianapolis is their 5th game this season, trailing at half. They're 2-2 already on the season. Let's see if they can get it done today. Let's see if they can get it done today. McCaffrey's trying to get active. Here we go. Houston will start with the ball at the 27-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff to Marks. He is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by the Colts defensive line, who have won the line of scrimmage today. As, by the way, Carolina takes the lead on the Rams. What the heck is going on out there? I'm so confused. All right. Here we go. Bijan. Bijan's almost over 100. Love it. So both teams have really struggled on third down today. Houston 1 for 5, Indy 0 for 5. The thing is, with the defenses being as good as they are, it's not surprising. I mean, Houston's offense isn't that great, and I mean, we know Houston's defense is that good, so it kind of makes sense. 2nd and 10. Stroud, straight drop back, has time, checks it down. Schultz, another catch, gonna fight, get really close to that marker, about a yard short to where they'll spot him. But that Rams-Panthers game is looking so good right now. Man, if the Panthers win that, take them seriously. Take them really, really seriously, right, dude? I mean, that is a big win. Unfortunately, Panthers beat Dallas earlier in the season. That sucks. We could really use that win right now. Carolina's very much alive. QB sneaker. I think that's a tight end sneak in this situation. It's going to be a first down. They went to Cade Stover, and they ran a little tush push, and they got it to work. Good for them. They did the Eagles tush push. They had 2 running backs or 2 guys lined up behind him, and they pushed him forward, and there you go. I need to adjust the timeouts here real quick. What am I doing? I need to adjust. Both teams have 3 timeouts right now. There you go. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Stroud under center. And motions a man. It's Kirk. Ball went on the ground. Delayed the timing of that play. And I think that's Woody Marks who's going to get stuffed up right there. There was a little bit of a fumble between the transition from center to quarterback to ball carrier here. I think it was the transition from Stroud who nearly put that ball on the ground, which is never a good thing. Oh, how did the Falcons get down the field so fast? My goodness. Bijan Robinson for 42 yards. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Bijan Robinson. 2nd down and 9. And it is Stroud. Straight drop back again. Another completion to Schultz, a few yards shy. Third down coming up after Franklin made the tackle. Oh, shoot. Is Marvin Harrison making plays, though? Michael Carter. Interesting. Marvin Harrison. 3rd down and 4 for Indianapolis' defense. Trying to make a big play here. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Stroud in shotgun. Has some time. Now he's got to get rid of it. He's going to step up and throw, and he's got a completion to Schultz again. Dalton Schultz has been the man this drive, and he makes a huge reception to keep the chains moving. Wow, I mean, this looked like it was going to be a stop. So much time here, but no one getting open. Everything bagged up. Schultz with a late maneuver. Franklin comes in to pressure Stroud, and there you go. And Dalton Schultz, man, that is big time. 7 receptions on the day. Now a handoff up the middle. Marks. I can't tell if it's Marks or Chubb whenever they first get the ball, but that's Woody Marks. There's 27 and 21. It's hard to distinguish. Falcons score a touchdown to take the lead. Was it Bijan or was it Algier? If it was Algier, I swear. It was Bijan. There we go. All right. Bijan gets in. He's over 100 yards in the day. Just a dominant performance. Love the guy. He's amazing. There you go. I love you, Bijan. Way to get it done, boy. 28 points. That'll do it. That'll pretty much do the job. Second down, another handoff to Marks. He's stuffed up in the backfield, went nowhere. Oh, Kyron's in the game. He's not questionable. What are they saying? He's not questionable. Third down and 3. Third and 3 for Stroud. Here we go. Straight drop back. Has time. Over the middle, and a big hit just got laid, but the pass was caught by Xavier Hutchinson. First down, Houston. Stroud has been a wizard on third down today. What a throw. What a throw. Big hit. Boom. First and 10. Play action. Stroud rolls right. Fires. Great throw and a completion to Stover. The Texans tight ends have been making plays all day long. What a throw. Play action from Stroud rolling out. Pretty good contain right there, but a perfect throw on the run from CJ Stroud, who's showing he's still got some of that rookie year ability in him. First and 10 for Stroud in Houston. Stroud 5 for 5 for 49 yards this drive. Can he finish it off with a touchdown? Hand off to Chubb this time. He goes nowhere. McMillan, dang, that's pretty rough. Stroud on second and 10. A lot of time, great protection, going to the end zone, and he throws it out of the end zone, incomplete. So great protection, but nothing open against this Colts secondary, who, again, is down Sauce Gardner today. They're playing pretty well without him, though. Here we go. Third and 10 from about the 15. Stroud motions a man. Gets the snap off. Here's Stroud. Pressured. Has to escape. He is sacked. Who is that? Adabare. Okay. Adabare. That is a tough name. All right. But that's a big time sack right there for the Colts. They will force Houston to kick another field goal. Just great job by the second level. I'm telling you, man, this secondary is playing pretty well without Sauce. They're doing a great job, and that's a big play right there to force the field goal from Fairbairn, who's 1 for 1 today. This one's from 43, though. Straight drive, and it is off to the left, but sneaks inside that left post, and it is good. So Houston 13-6 lead, a long drive to open up this first half, or open up this second half, and it ends with 3. Texans 7-point lead over Indianapolis with 6:47 to go in the third. Some news around the league. Saints scored to make it. They cut the lead straight in half out against the Saints, against the Dolphins. 8 points. How'd they get the 2-point conversion? Tyler Shuck, nice. Jets immediately tie the game with a 52-yard touchdown to Adonai Mitchell. A.D. Mitchell finally. Let's go. A.D. Mitchell finally scores. I love to see it. AD, man. Maybe AD can finally become the player he's supposed to be out there. I love to see that. I love AD. He was so good for my Longhorns that one year we had him. He was really good. I'm wishing for his success. All right, so big drive coming up for Indianapolis. They're down 7. Need something to go their way offensively. It's okay. The Buccaneers are really driving down this field now. Huh. Let's get Bucky Irving a touchdown, shall we? Emeka Egbuka. There we go, Emeka. There we go. There we go, Mech. Love to see it. I lost Bijan points. Well, I lost one Bijan point. I don't know how that happened. Gold to return here for the Colts, and it'll be chopped down at the 20. So here we go. Texans pass rush duo today. They had 3 pressures in the first half. Obviously, Will Anderson had that great play where he completely blew up the center and forced that third down stop. They're both really good. Danielle Hunter had a big bat down earlier. They're both amazing. As here's Jonathan Taylor. He is wrapped up a yard back in the backfield. Toto from Alabama. Jalen Petry's got the Guardian cap on. I didn't even know. I just noticed that right now. Second down and 10. Jones, play action. Got to get rid of it, and he throws it down the middle, and it's incomplete. Ball was in the air. It could have been picked. The no-fly zone Texans secondary strikes again. Bullock with the deflection. And there it is. Bucky Irving is back. Touchdown. Welcome back. Third and 10. Third and 10, big play. Jones stepping up in the pocket. Left side of the field. Deep ball. Oh, did Downs haul it in? They're calling this a catch, which would be an unbelievable play. Perfect throw from Jones. And that looks like a catch to me. He gets both feet inbounds. That's an unbelievable throw and catch. And D'Amico Ryans, you just got to give credit there. Late substitution. They check it down to Taylor for 2 yards. What a throw. Perfectly thrown in the bucket on this corner route. And Josh Downs drags the toes inbounds. That's a big time third down throw from DJ. Second down and 9. Warren in motion. Jones changing something at the line here. On 2nd and 9. And it's play action. Jones pressured. He gets drilled. Ball goes out of bounds as Taylor was open in the flat. Kamari Lassiter came in on a blitz and drills Daniel Jones on his blind side. He felt the pressure. He got rid of the ball at least. But, man, it's a big hit right there. Third and 9 coming up. They just converted a 3rd and 10. Do they have more third down magic in them? Pressure again. Petrie on the blitz. They check it down. Downs gets the first down for Indianapolis. Great job by Daniel Jones and the Colts offense. D'Amico Ryans sent the heat again. He sent the house at him again, and this time he adjusted and made another good throw. This has been an amazing drive from Jones. The composure has been on display. Kyle Pitts. There you go. 1st and 10. Jones. Halfback draw to Barkley. Or no, I keep saying I keep thinking Taylor. Taylor got stuffed on that first down. I'm so dumb sometimes. Oh no. Q Williams, not Quinn Williams. Not anymore. Quinn Williams is in Dallas. Second down and 9. Jones. Pressured again, and he's just got to throw this away. Again, D'Amico is sending so much heat at him. He's got to have a quick fire, quick read instantly every single play pretty much. Because, it seems like guys are just coming at him in like half a second here. He's handled the pressure well on some of these plays for sure, but... Yeah, they're not rolling DJ out today or anything. 3rd and 9. Motioning Downs around the formation. Jones has to look and fire. Does he have a man? Oh, he may have got it again. Josh Downs. Oh, no. Is it going to come back? No, there's a flag down. It's going to be a holding on the Colts. Wow. Great throw and great catch, but Bernard Raymond, Will Anderson Jr., I guess, won this rep pretty easily. Oh, man. He just bull rushed Bernard Raymond to the ground, dude. He is so strong. And unfortunately, he pulled him down, I guess, with him. So, 3rd and 19 now. This is a lot trickier. Shane Steichen dialed up a great play, and it just isn't going to matter because of a penalty. You hate to see it. 3rd and 19 now. Can we get Tyler Warren involved here, please? Jones looking. Deep ball. Pierce. Oh, that might be PI, and it is. It was Bullock versus Pierce. That's a huge penalty in this game. Bullock grabs Pierce's arm here, takes him to the ground. Easy call. Big play. First down. Jones, end zone touchdown! Tyler Warren on the play action. Indianapolis is going to tie this game with a PAT. So the pass interference on 3rd and 19, and then a play later, Warren for the touchdown. And he's just, I mean, that's an easy catch, easy throw for Daniel Jones. That is massive in this game. Warren with only his 2nd catch of the day, but his 4th touchdown of the season. Badgley's PAT is good. Though amazing 3rd down throws to Josh Downs. What a drive from Daniel Jones, and we got ourselves a ball game here in Indianapolis. Colts, Texans tied at 13. Third down and 6 coming up. C.J. Stroud. What do you have in you here? Pressure's coming. Protected. Stroud over the middle. Passes caught. First down. Flag flies in from the secondary. At the moment, it's a first down to Rashard Higgins. And defensive holding is the call. And it'll be declined. First down. Kenny Moore was getting handsy. It's a great throw, man. Higgins with the big play there. First and 10 now. First and 10. Up the middle goes the run to Nick Chubb. I was almost said Woody Marks, but I saw it was 21. Nick Chubb. Bucky just caught a 20-yard pass. Heck yeah. Second and 4. They're driving down the field. It's a pitch out to Woody Marks, who's going to pick up the first down, I believe. They're marking them right there at the line. I think it's going to be a first down. And the Texans will have a first down going into the fourth quarter. First and 10 as we head to the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, here we go. Big time. What a game it's been. It's been back and forth. Indianapolis with that huge touchdown. I'm surprised at how well Houston's offense is playing right now. They're really moving the ball down the field. And again, it's all going to come down to this fourth quarter. Indianapolis trying to avoid a losing streak. Houston trying to keep theirs going. Trying to keep their win streak going, I should say. Lane Kiffin going to LSU is unbelievable. How does that even happen? Kiffin's a bum. Oh my goodness. This phone is tripping right now. Oh, 4th and 5. They have to punt. Buka, did Buka get any work in this drive? Gosh. Like, Wook. Has Waddle done anything today? Either? Jalen has 2 for 18. That is embarrassing. Better game. Looks like the 49ers are probably going to take care of Cleveland here. Cleveland beating Green Bay is truly one of the most random wins of the season. Like, I don't even know how that happened. It just did. It came to fruition out of nowhere. Oh, he lost a fumble. I see. Bashul Tutton, what a stud. Here we go. Flag is down to start the fourth quarter here. A false start on Dalton Schultz, it looks like, is the call. Tough call right there. False start. Yikes. Never a good thing for your team when you can call for a false start. Welcome back, Bucky Irving, baby. Welcome back, Bucky Irving. He's got 14.7 points in his return. I needed that type of consistency in my flex spot for weeks, and I'm finally getting it. He's finally back. All right, back to the game y'all are here to listen to. If y'all are listening, by the way, be sure to click the subscribe button. First and 15, Stroud with a dangerous throw, batted down by Jermaine Pratt. That was not exactly the smartest of decisions from C.J. Stroud there, but hey, it was, he threw it, and he almost, the consequences were nearly pretty significant. Second and 15. The fourth quarter is just underway if you're joining now. It is a 13-13 game. Did Puka just catch that? Oh, my, that catch is unreal. There's no way that's a real catch. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Second and 15. Stroud going deep and incomplete. Man, this is unreal. Is this catch real? Puka got bagged here. This is great coverage, and that is insane. That is one of the most ridiculous. One hand snagged it away from the DB, and how? How did he catch that ball? How? That is one of the most ridiculous catches I've ever seen. Puka Nacua is an unreal stud. And the Rams score on the next play. Kyron Williams, I think. Third and 15 here. Texans, can they get the snap off? They do. Stroud down the middle, incomplete. And a flag comes in late. Stroud is happy about it. Steichen is super upset. This is going to be a huge penalty. It's going to bail out the Colts with a first down. Or bail out the Texans with a first down. Yeah, that's why Steichen is so mad, is because he thinks that it should have probably been a delay of game. They didn't. Wow, that's a pretty big call right there. Pretty big no call. That's wow. Puka Nacua is unreal though. I still can't get over that catch, dude. Here we go. Handoff up the middle, and Marks. So it's Kenny Moore who got called for the penalty, and I think the penalty is... I don't like the call, dude. That's bad. It was a soft call anyway. Man, if I was a Colts fan, I'd be pretty mad right now. And, well, they are pretty mad. Second down and 2 from the 9. Can the Texans capitalize with 7? Stroud, handoff up the middle. And I think they got the first down, but... Oh, the Falcons had to kick 3 here? 52, and then Gonzalez, okay. So, they missed a field goal and then 16-yard pass. Okay. They called him short. 3rd and 1. Tush push formation from Houston, and I think they're going to get the first down. The 49ers have a 3rd and 5 at Cleveland 13. First and goal, 12:50 to play. Texans looking for the lead. Stroud in shotgun. And they're going to run a reverse to Nico Collins. Collins! Touchdown, Houston! That's big. And if you're the Colts, man, I mean, that's just unfortunate. The officials did not do you any favors this drive, and then Nico just runs it in. That's big. I mean, in a game where points have kind of come at a premium, that hurts a lot, man. Yikes. I mean, if I was a Colts fan, I'd be pretty mad right now at the refs. PAT on the way from Fairbairn to make it a 7-point game, and it is. I They said he made it. I thought he might have hooked that to the left. They said he made the kick, though. Did he make this kick? I want them to show a replay. I didn't think he made it. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, that's a tough drive to stomach if you're a Colts fan, man. I mean, the Texans definitely got some very favorable officiating on that drive, and now you got to respond with a touchdown of your own against a really good defense. Man, I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's gonna be tough to come back from that one. Wow, the Jets are driving. How'd they get down the field so fast? This game is weird. Oh, big return. Okay. Let's hoping A.D. Mitchell caught another pass or something, but whatever. Looks like the 49ers are about to put this one away. Christian McCaffrey, um, 16 for 44 on the ground with a touchdown. Nothing special, but for fantasy owners who want to know, he does have 4 receptions for 21 yards receiving, and he might be able to punch in. McCaffrey's rushing numbers I feel like aren't that great, but the dude just like he's such a weapon in the receiving game. That's what makes him so good. Panthers and Rams is the game of the day so far, though. Rico Dowdle has actually been outgained today by Chuba Hubbard. Chuba has had a much better game than Rico today, actually, which is quite interesting to me. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Big drive coming up for Indianapolis. They now trail by 7 here in the in the fourth quarter. It's the freaking fourth quarter. This is it. You got 1 quarter to go. Make it count, essentially. Well, they just explained the PATs. I don't even want to try to deal with that. Second down coming up. Taylor just had a short carry there. I didn't get too much out of that. Second down and 8. As Carolina has taken the lead over the Rams. Here's Jones. Second down and 8. Dropping back. Going deep. Down the field to Pierce. And it's incomplete. It was Tedaroa McMillan who scored the touchdown in Carolina. And roughing the passer call is going to give the Colts a first down, though. So to appease this crowd, I guess, as Daniel Jones got hit low. Ooh, is that the bad leg? Oh, man, Danny almost dropped down in a bucket, dude. That would have been insane. First and 10 now for Indianapolis. Settle Jr. was the one who got called for roughing the passer. '49ers score a touchdown. It was Jawan Jennings. First and 10, Indianapolis with the football. Play action, Jones. Dropping back, check down. Whoa, Warren takes a big hit. He does secure the catch, but that's a big hit he just took from Henry Tototo. So that's a huge hit right there, man. Man, that was a big hit. Second down and 4 for Jones. And a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Makes a cut, makes a spin. Driven into the ground by Azeez Al-Shaair. Third and short coming up. Yeah, it's going to be third and very short here. Third and 1. Handoff. Taylor, right side. First down across the 30. Jonathan Taylor. And Al-Shaair is down for the Texans here, one of their linebackers. He's Al-Shaair. Falcons tied 17-17 with the Jets. Let me tune into this Rams game real quick. That's what I'm kind of intrigued by right now, is the Rams game being close. I thought they'd put an end to the Panthers, but if the Panthers win this, dude, they are like all in, dude. Like they're right there. Now the Bucks are gonna win. I think maintain that division lead, but I mean, Warren is built different. Tedaroa McMillan with a 40-yard touchdown grab, 43, I believe, to be exact. Bryce Young, what a day he's having. Carolina 6-6 on the season. Stafford gonna check it down here. That's Nakua. Puka's had a good day today. That touchdown he had earlier was ridiculous. I mean, that was Or that, not touchdown, that catch he had was insane. I don't know how he does it. He's so good. Star players make star plays, man. Another Stafford boot. So Azeez Shire got up. I think he's okay. And now Texans will have to do something else. They're going to have to bring in someone else here. Not a good throw, Matt. 1st and 10 for Indianapolis. They're at the 28-yard line. Handoff. Taylor. Up the middle. Oh, man, he nearly broke through. Good job by the Colts offensive line here. He's just so close to breaking one. Stafford, man, this offense is so good. Taylor's over 100 yards all-purpose today. 65 rushing, 30 receiving. And Taylor's going to get the carry here. He is stuffed in the backfield for a huge loss. Will Anderson Jr., man, he is dominant. And Taylor tried to bounce around a little bit here, and instead he just loses so many yards. Will Anderson wins inside, grabs a hold of Taylor as he's trying to bounce to that outside. 3rd and 7 now for Indianapolis. Stafford, not a good throw there. 3rd and 7. Colts have converted 3 third downs in a row. Can they do it again? Jones looking, middle, passes, incomplete. Downs covered up by Petrie. Fourth and 7, Badgley from 42. And this one is right through the uprights, and it's good. 20-16 is the score. Oh my, Nakua. Nakua. Oh my goodness, he's insane. Michael Wilson's in the red zone. Judkins having a good day today. Oh, Bijan, more points. Beautiful. It's like, how'd they get in the red zones? Because Bijan doing Bijan things. Oh, there were Indiana State champions here this week. That's cool. Touchdown. Sills. Wow, okay. Colts will kick off to Houston, and they will return this kick. And Houston will have a big drive here, up 4 with 8.5 to go. Oh, Stafford fumbled. Oh my gosh, Carolina. Here's Stroud, 1st and 10. Down the field. Pass is caught. Nico Collins. Neville Gallimore got a little bit of a hit there on CJ Stroud, but it doesn't even matter. Nico Collins, big time plays. He's been amazing today. Ward. Collins approaching 100 yards. Here's Stroud. Handoff to Chubb. He's stuffed in the middle. Second and 9. Stroud dropping back. Another completion. This one is to Higgins, I believe. And that's going to be another first down. First and 10. They're at the Indianapolis 27-yard line. C.J. Stroud. He will hand it off. Woody Marks up the middle. Woody Marks makes the cut, and he will be really close to that line to gain. I'm not sure where they'll mark him, but Woody with a burst there. He is very fast. Very good acceleration on that. 9 yards, I believe, is what they'll get him with on that. Second and 1. Handoff up the middle. And I think that was stuffed up right there. Third down coming up. Huge play for Houston. Third and 1. What is Houston going to do? They're going tush-push with Cade Stover. And did he get there? It's going to be a close spot. The near side official is saying short. It's going to be close. I think you're going to mark them short here and make it a 4th down. And very short. They might go tush push again, though. Fourth and 1. They're lined up back in tush push. They're going to go. I don't know if he got it. Both teams are pointing. I don't think he got the first down. I think the Colts may have stopped this tush push. They don't run as well as the Eagles, clearly. Point off. Yeah, that's... Virtual measurement. So we're still waiting for the virtual measurement, which shows us the ball is short. Indianapolis gets the stop on Houston, and they will have a chance to take the lead with under 5 minutes left. Colts have the football, down by 4, with a chance to win it. What an opportunity is. By the way, here's Bryce Young and the Panthers. Down, they're up 3. 3rd down and 5. Young, what a moment he has here. A chance to beat the Rams. Young, middle, 1st down. Coker, and this Carolina Panthers team might be turning the corner. They're going to beat the Rams. Dave Canales has got something brewing in Carolina all of a sudden. What a win. Wow. That's insane. I definitely did not expect that. Definitely did not expect that. Wow. Bryce freaking Young, dude. Unbelievable. Is he for real? I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. I never would have expected that. Carolina beat the Rams? That's ridiculous. What world are we living in? The Rams fall, and now all of a sudden the NFC West starts to get really tight and interesting. And Carolina's vaulted themselves right back into playoff contention. And in the, Tampa Bay, they better hold on against Arizona there. They're in some trouble. Because Carolina's out here, dude. Carolina came to play this season. That's just ridiculous. So here we go, Indianapolis. Huge drive here. Jones starts it off with a handoff to Taylor. He has not broken off a long one, but right now he's dragging defenders forward for a 1st down. A flag is down, though. And an illegal hands to the face call on the Texans. It's going to be a first down and more now. Because that was on EJ Speed. I think he used to play for the Colts. Oh, Speed is in because of the injury to Aziz Al-Shire. Can't do that, bro. So the Panthers are at 6-6 on the season. Have they played the Bucs yet? They have not. They still play them twice. 2 of their last 3 games. That'll decide the division. Jones, handoff. Taylor bounces around, gets a couple. Not much, though. They just got beat. They were able to beat the Falcons in overtime. But this is a team that lost to the Saints not even a couple weeks ago. They beat us, though. Gosh, they beat us we would kill the Panthers now that we have Quinn and Williams, because they ran for so many yards that day. But, yeah, that's just... Yikes, bro. 2nd down and 8 now. Jones, play action. Has some time. Launch it down the field. Got a man. It's Pierce. Another big play for Alec Pierce today. Oh, I never changed this. There we go. Jones takes a late hit here. Pierce does his thing, man. What a play by Pierce. Here we go. 1st and 10. Pierce up to 78 yards in the day. They're at the Texans 44. Taylor bounces one outside. Jonathan Taylor. First down, Indianapolis. It's a great run by JT right there. Bounces it outside. Does the job. What a day. He's a very special running back. There's no doubt about that. He's a very special guy. Bucky Irving. What a return to the lineup. First and 10 now. Indianapolis. And Taylor gets it again. Breaks a tackle. He's fighting. He lost a shoe. Kalen Bullock with a great tackle right there to stop Jonathan Taylor. He lost the shoe in the middle of this play. It just fell off, man. 2 minutes to go here. 2-minute warning is about to hit. I doubt they snap it, and they will not. 2-minute warning here in Indianapolis. Colts trail by 4. Need a touchdown to take the lead. Adonai Mitchell, what a day. So 80 has 87 yards receiving. Love to see it. Bijan's having a great day. If y'all are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Saints Dolphins coming down to the wire as well. Ollie Gordon stopped on 4th down. Wow. What a day. What a day. It's going to be close, isn't it? Okay, Debo. It's going to go down to literally Debo, dude. No way. It's going to come down to Debo. Bowers could go off. I don't know. What a day for Bijan. 33 points. Just another amazing game from him. Just a good day for the boys. Another day, another dub, it looks like. Yeah, the Panthers have beaten now the Rams, and they've beaten the Packers, but and then they've lost to the Saints. It just doesn't. That team makes no sense. Bryce Young feels like throwing for 1,000,000 yards in a particular day is pretty much what it comes down to. I mean, JSN drops 40, and you still are gonna lose. That's what's JSN drops 40. Knicks drops. I mean, that's pretty much what's gonna take. Is a JSN 40 bomb at this point because nothing else is gonna cut it. Second and 9, 2-minute warning. Jones trying to hard count him. Gets the snap. Blitz is coming. Jones fires. Left side. Incomplete. And a 3rd and 9 coming up. They got 2 plays to make something happen. And it looks like they could have called a face mask on that JT run. They didn't. Man, the Colts fans are going to have some serious things to say about the officiating today, dude. This has been rough. Oh, the Bucks win. 3rd and 9. They're sending everybody. It's Jones. Fires, downs, loses the football. They're calling it incomplete at the moment, which would bring up 4th and 9 as Downs looked like he was going to make the catch and turn around for the first down. Okay, yeah, that's incomplete. Tyrod Taylor comes out of nowhere to beat someone every year, I feel like. 4th and 9. Colts do still have all their timeouts, but this is a huge play. And a timeout called. I think it's Houston. 2 remaining timeouts for the Texans, but they are going to use one here. Oh, wow. I forgot about that. Yeah, Badsley did miss a PAT earlier in this game, which they would be able to kick the field goal right now, but he missed it, so they can't. That's huge. That's pretty significant right now. And the Jags are also, they're going to beat the Titans today, so they're in a good spot as well. I mean, yeah, wow. This division's going to get really, really interesting down the stretch, especially if Houston's able to win this one today. Things get really interesting in the AFC South these next few weeks, 100%. 4th and 9. Jones. Pressure coming. He's got to get rid of it. And it's incomplete off the hands of Pittman, I believe. And the Texans defense has done it. Colts still have all their timeouts. Petrie came in on a blitz. They protected it well, but the pass was a little too high for Pittman. And that is... man, that's huge. So that game is over. The 49ers defeat the Browns 26-8. That officially ends that one. But Atlanta versus the Jets is still a game right now. So most of these games in the morning slate have wrapped up. The Saints actually do have a chance to tie the game though here, which is interesting. Who scored the touchdown? Was it Devin Neal? Vele. Who the heck is Devon Vele? He literally, I don't even know who that guy is. But yeah, the Saints are gonna have to get the 2-point conversion, or else this game is over. The Saints do get the 2-point conversion, then Miami gets it tie game. So we'll see. We'll see, man. It's gonna be close. Did they get the 2? I don't know. If they don't again, it'd be down to an onside kick. Miami could literally just kneel the ball out if they get it, because the Saints only have one timeout left. So we'll see. And they did not get the 2-point conversion. Shuck threw a pick, and so now it's an onside kick, and then that game will be over unless they get the onside. Falcons are on a 3rd down and 9 in that game right now. So yeah, they've gotten kind of walked down, which is kind of sad. Colts defense in this game needs a stand, or else it is over. Here we go. 1:45 to go. And up the middle. Second down and 9. Indy uses their first timeout after the run to Marks. Here we go. They need 9 yards to win this football game. 2nd and 9. Up the middle. Marks, he's fighting. Did he get the first 10? I think he did. Wow. What a run by Woody Marks. Keeps his balance all the way. What a run. Again, just a bad tackle there from Kenny Moore, or that Jack Blackman who came in there. And all of a sudden, they can kneel it, right? I think they can kneel the football and end this game, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is kneel down for D'Amico Ryan's team. They're still lining up to run plays, I guess. They're going to run the football up the middle, and final timeout's going to be called here. But now it's, okay, so it's 1:30. You got, so they run it. They're going to get 40 seconds off the clock. That goes down to, I mean, I get, there's still going to be like, there's not going to be any time. There's going to be like no time left in the game. I think Houston's pretty much got it. But man, what a turnaround for Houston. What a turnaround, man. They have been just, I mean, this was a team who was struggling bad early in the season, and they have, D'Amico Ryan's team has completely turned it around here in the second half of the season to the point where Houston's most definitely a threat to win the division and win and make the playoffs. As here's Woody Marks up the middle. He gets nothing. And now it's a clock-chewing game at this point, as Atlanta and the Jets are tied Atlanta had to punt. If y'all are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Again, I don't know why I didn't change the possession arrow, but I will do that in a second, even though. But that Woody Marks run, man, that was a great run. Just tough, physical football. Took that tackle off and then just fell forward, and it's big time ball right there. How did the Saints get Did the Saints get an onside kick? There's no way. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Elite tank job by Miami if that's the case. Because, wow. There's actually no way that they got the onside kick, right? Oh my goodness, they did. It says they... That was a great win for Carolina. They desperately needed something like that. And now, I mean, like I said, Tampa Bay did hang on to beat the Cardinals today, but that division is very much up for grabs. There's 45 seconds. If they take more than 5 seconds on this play, the game's over, and that's pretty much it. It's over. That's it. Wow. What a win for the Houston Texans, man. Houston is officially in business for the NFL playoffs this year. Fourth win in a row. Indianapolis, another loss. They dropped to 8-4. And the Texans have done it. They have made this AFC South race a thing down the stretch. So, wow. If y'all are listening, man, be sure to click the subscribe button. The AFC standings are up on the screen. New England is the number 1 seed. I think Indianapolis is probably cooked on that front. Denver leads the West at 9-2. Indy at 8-4 leads the South. And then you got the Steelers who are hanging on to that AFC North. That's going to be an exciting race down the stretch as well. And then you got the Chargers, Jaguars, and Bills all sitting right there in the wild card at 7-4. Bills got a big game today against the Steelers. And then in the hunt, you got Houston, Kansas City, and Baltimore. Miami's in the hunt graphic, but they're not really in consideration at this point. So it's going to be an uphill battle for a lot of those teams. But Houston, man, I don't think so anymore. I think Houston is firmly in contention for not only a wild card, but for that division with the way that they've been playing. If you are listening, though, click that sub button. It really helps out the channel a lot. Click the red sub button, turn it gray. But yeah, Kansas City, Baltimore with that loss to Cincinnati on Thursday. That really hurt them badly. Man, this is exciting stuff, dude. The AFC playoff picture is it's going to be crazy at the end of the season, see who's able to get that final spot, those final spots. Who's going to take the division? Again, the West, probably Denver's at this point. The AFC's probably New England's at this point. But, I mean, the South and the North, man, those are up for grabs. I mean, Cincinnati's 4-8. Could they make a run at that division? I don't know. But all I know is Houston got a huge win today. You lose today, you drop to 6-6. You're probably You're probably on the outside looking in come playoff time, or at least you're in a really tough spot. Now all of a sudden it's like, hold on, maybe this Texans team can make a run at it. I don't know, but that'll do it. Thank you guys for listening to today's stream. Appreciate everything. Click the sub button if you enjoyed listening to, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, man. Have a good one, guys.